I would be curious to know if anybody else playing the PC version on Steam is having any kind of issues. As you saw, it just crashes out. Anymore, I don't even often get an error message. The client just closes. It's almost like an Alt F4 command. Because I don't have to do anything after that to the PC. Everything is running fine. When I check diagnostics, I just load the game back up. Hope for the best. Which, as you can imagine, is not very ideal. Is there anything that we particularly want to get a look at? The only thing I could think is maybe we could head directly south. Which I don't know that we've done before. We might not be able to do so. I don't know if the way is going to be clear, but we can certainly check. I saw something in our inventory. Gabberry jam, crushed berries, boiled into nutritious syrup with warming properties. Yeah, we're going to pop that. I could pick up those berries and make more of this if it seems to help us. I'd love to not have to worry about freezing to death every 45 seconds. Alright, I don't know if I've been over here yet. And we could probably make the jam just with a campfire. Maybe we need to be in the kitchen, but I doubt it. Arrows. Charge. Incendiary. Explosive that, when placed in a pressure plate, inflict lingering fire damage. Traps. Okay. Yeah, I have to get better at traps, but I'm not really a trap person. I understand that that's maybe part of what the game is getting good with those traps. But I feel like any game worth its salt is always going to give you alternative paths and should not force you into a specific style of gameplay. Now, that being said, I might have to avoid some of the early encounters that have been crushing me because of my choice to not really use the traps. Now, there's no way. Okay, we have quite a ways to go. Likely there will be nothing down here. Besides death and misery. I really want to get down there though and find out. We know there's going to be praying mantis things, but we should be able to avoid them. We are very cold. Let's throw this down and just see if we can stand at it for a while. Without your body temperature back to normal. If we catch it early, no problem. If we wait, huge problem. Shiv dagger. Improvised blade made from scrap. This offhand weapon requires dagger skills to be used. Restored drink. Concoction that increases impact resistance and cures indigestion. It also restores burnt health. Takes hours after drinking this to fully recover from indigestion. That's awesome. Take that. And another antidote. Oh, look at that. Now, I think we've come out of that cave. That must be the rear entrance cave from Cierzo. Right? Right? Yeah. I'm gonna go with yeah. I'm gonna go with yeah because it might take a while to run down and find that out. I do see that monster, but I'm wondering if there's anything worthwhile in any of these crates. Clearly not, but what is this? Oh. This corpse bears the uniform of one of Cierzo's sailors. The wound suggests that the pistol shrimps got him. talk to him. Like, it's so misleading. Like, he's clearly deceased. If I could talk to the dead, I would, but we haven't learned that skill in this game yet. I'm sure they wouldn't have anything pleasant to say. I don't really need to fight that guy, honestly. I'm not convinced that without experience gain of any kind that we need to fight anything, except for potential loot, and that guy's gonna have, what, a claw on him? I don't know. I think I've been over here before as well, but we'll check it out. Usually when they put a bunch of seashells on the mountain, it's like, hey, come look at this. Yeah, I had to have been here previously. This might have been where we got our bag upgrade. Starfish Cave? Sound familiar? It kind of does. I was thinking we can look in that, but apparently there's no way to do that. Yeah, nothing really going on here, huh? Starfish Cave. Oh, this is the cave with the clean water. It must be flowing in from somewhere, because I can hear it. And I guess that's why it's clean, because it's not sitting here stagnant. Weird. Music changed. Hey, and I realize in this cave we're not subjected to the cold. That's actually pretty interesting. So if we need to take shelter, we could do it in the cave and warm up pretty quickly. And through the power of editing magic, this video will be bereft of my cursing or swears to the technology gods, prayers to the technology gods, to let the game run for more than... I would prefer if the game ran for exactly 28 minutes, because that would be a great episode length. And not just every time I try to load in and out of an instanced area. But not every time. Only after a little bit. It handles one load pretty okay. Like, here we go. Here's our free load. We can load now. Okay. We do that again, and probably going to crash out. Now, we are cold again. We were warm in the cave, but it didn't last. And I have to assume that we're somewhere over here. I'm really just out looking for anything interesting, because I've just kind of come to the conclusion that I have not had any luck making it all the way over here. We have met with disaster. Time and time again. I'm sure many of you, like, have 1 or 2 hours into the game and you're already in one of these new areas, like, checking it out. A little envious. We haven't got there yet, but we have got to see summer and quite a bit of winter here in Cheronis, or however you so choose to pronounce it. When I rarely pronounce it, it will be pronounced Cheronis. I'm probably not even getting the letters in the right order. Chersonis. 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 That's pretty close to what I said. I'll have to watch the playback. Alright, it's been warning us about this for a second. Let's go ahead and throw down a fire. If we can get some level ground. And let's see how long we take to warm back up. Might go check out those shells and just see if they're not hiding anything. They're not. Without spoiling anything, I'd be willing to take suggestions on places in Chersonis I could investigate. Like, use the map directions, like southeast of Cheronis, north of Bandit Cap, things like that. That might lead me to some interesting stuff here. Just don't tell me what it is or what happens. I really want to avoid spoilers. I like experiencing whatever story there's going to be or events that are going to happen as they unfold. But if you want to kind of tell me where something cool might be, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Because obviously, I don't really know. And yes, we've been standing here warming up for a long ass time. We're still cold, and that's kind of the annoying thing is we have to sleep to get any benefits really from the fire. Like it doesn't warm us up enough to sit there. You don't want to wait for it, you know? Like, and you can't walk away, so I can either sleep or I can sit there and stare at the fire until my guy is warm. If I walk away to get a sandwich, I'm gonna come back and probably have been eaten by a black chocobo. I think we've learned that. But I have no interest in passing out due to being frozen to death again. No interest in that at all. At least the people of Sears aren't charging us every single time they scrape us out of the snow and cart us back. Kind of thought this might end with some kind of impenetrable mountain thing. Like, so where are we here? We've come, what, as far as we can go somewhere? Let's see. I feel like it's these parts of the map that often get forgotten about. And sometimes they'll put stuff here and sometimes they won't. Obviously in this case I don't see anything. And that's where the road stops. So we found the end of the world and it ends right here. Kind of unfortunate. Oh, and we got a cold. Again, we have another cold. The colds, thankfully, the disease, I mean, it doesn't seem to last long. So there's that. Silver lining. Haven't seen a lot of activity. I wonder if there's just less wildlife, less bandits during the winter. I guess would be the only thing I could think to explain it. Alright, well, we're very cold now. We're not kidding around anymore, as you can see. Let's see if we can collect wood before we topple over. So I'm sure we have a matter of steps we can take before we pass out. Let's get this lit so that we're at least on the mend. And let's go ahead and roll the dice, shall we? If we can even get this anywhere where it's going to be affected by the heat, I guess. Ugh, it's all bad. Is that even going to get us close enough? Or are we just going to freeze to death in the night? You are cold. Yeah, we know that we're cold. Let's see what happens and hope for the best. Well, we got 2 loads that time. Which probably just means the game will crash out after I've defeated some terribly hard enemy. We didn't know how good we had it when it was not winter. When all we had to worry about was thirst, hunger. So we know south is a bust. Didn't really see anything interesting in this whole area. There's got to be stuff. But I didn't find it. And then we couldn't even... I had kind of thought maybe we'd wrap around the coast to get to the camp. But no, it looks like they're just going to force us to go all the way back around. Which I'm not too happy about, but it is what it is. Surely can't blame other people for my own incompetence. Next time we're at a fire, we'll try to make some of that jam. Have enough gabberries now. I don't know if we need anything else. Pale worker's hood. Yeah, mining pick. And a war goosey arm that if we take will probably overburden us. That's cool. The cold resist on the helm doesn't seem to be a lot, you know. It is just a helm after all. Our bag is now overweight, which is unfortunate. But we do have some room in our pocket. We needed to sell these sandals, but I forgot to do that before we left town. Oh, these weigh a lot. Or we just have a crap ton. And we're cold again. Damn it. Not digging the cold mechanic, obviously. I get it. We're simulating what it's like to be a human being. Give me a little bit more time. I have quite a bit of cold resistance. I grew up and lived most of my life in Michigan. And I feel like we might be a little wimpy here in the game. Because it don't seem that cold. I don't see ice. It doesn't look like our eyeballs are freezing in our heads. So I don't know why we're so cold all the time. Quite frankly. We've been in there. Yeah, I feel like we've seen most of what can be seen, at least at a distance, in this zone, so we haven't been up close and personal with the Vigil Tower. And I've tried to steer clear of the bandit camps, but maybe those are the places to go if you want to see anything else in this zone. I was kind of looking for, like, more dungeons or something with some stupider enemies like troglodytes. Troglodytes are great. They're relatively slow and stupid. Obviously, two of them will still murder me, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And I feel like the fortress is just impenetrable, right? Gotta get some more sticks, guys, because we're getting cold again. And now we're coughing, too. I probably should have went in one of the caves back there. To camp out. But we're going to be doing it again out in the open. Maybe somewhere up here on the ridge. Before we just can't go on anymore. We are now very cold. Probably we are questioning our life choices. Wondering why we left Cierzo. We have our nice warm... You know what? Screw it. Hey, look at this. Someone's been here. What did we drop? Well, we dropped some mushrooms. What did we make? Boiled crabberries. Sounds not as good as the jam. But I guess we can only make that in the kitchen. And now, did we mine this node? We did. I think we mined this node. I don't think they come back, do they? Oh, well, maybe they do. That Hackmanite, man. That Hackmanite, it is what it's about as far as, like, if we want some easy silver, we should be mining these. And I'm sure I should be making those caster robes with it instead. But right now, 50 silver, you will see. We have 0 silvers. But now we have 50 in our bag if we get it back somewhere before the game crashes. And yeah, shit, we're very cold. So I was going to go in this door here and hope that that can heat us back up. I think this is an interior area with a friendly or at least ambivalent NPC. Look at this. Just the mana stone from that one. Someone we've defeated in the past. Do we stay in the game? Yeah. Well, that's actually really good. 3 load screens, no crash. What, I say? I don't really want your turnip. Yeah, so inside here... Inside here, we are warming back up. Now, which deadly way was this? All these ways killed us.
How can I help you?
This is the path to Charney's ley line that the Blue Chamber Collective maintains. If you seek the power of magic, make your way through it to the end. Path that has a labyrinth, and you may easily find yourself lost, but there are markers to guide you. Those who pay heed to the wisdom of the Blue Chamber's ancestors will have little trouble navigating these halls. There are also a great number of troglodytes that make their home here. Okay. You know what? After everything we've been through, I think troglodytes are probably where it's at. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this. But not with no health. That's not what we're going to do. We have lots of hide. We have no linen. Unfortunately. I wish I could just break down stuff that I don't need in the linen. I'd break down one of these. Yeah, I can't do anything with that to break it apart. Let's go ahead and rest here. We'll take a little break. And when we come back, we'll get into this labyrinth a little bit more. We've been in here very briefly, I think, and maybe we got killed. I don't remember. I'm sure we did. I'm kind of hoping this regenerates health. I haven't been paying attention to how much health we get when we sleep. Oh, good. We got all of it. And let's go ahead and drink. And yeah, I guess I'll take a break here. And we'll come back and we'll get into this. Thank you guys. Sorry it was kind of a boring one. We'll try to stay more action-oriented going forward. Not always easy to do in this game, however. Hope you guys are still having fun with this one. I'm still having a good time. Everybody take care now and wish me luck.